welcome to Bar with Mary. We have a core and glutes focused class today. So you're looking at about 30 minutes, and all you need for this class is one yoga block. Now, if you don't have a yoga block, you could absolutely grab a beach towel and roll that up. It's not going to give you quite the same resistance, but I do think that you would be successful using that for this class. Lay back on your back, bring your block with you. You're going to bring your block in between your inner thighs. And I want you to really actively squeeze the block there. Feet are lined up with the sits bones, and we're squeezing the block in. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to hug the ribs in and draw them down towards the mat. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, I want you to drive down through your heels and tip your pubic bone towards your belly button. Rolling all the way up into a bridge position, actively squeezing the block as you lift up. Take an inhale at the top. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time, slowly roll all the way back down. Just like that, we're gonna inhale, roll ourselves up. Squeeze the block. And then slowly roll yourself back down. Keep going at your pace. If you find that one breath pattern is better for you than what I'm cueing, then feel free to do that. All that I really care about is that you're breathing here. Now, as you roll up, you drive through the heels, you squeeze the glutes, but really, most importantly, I want you to articulate through the spine. So you use the abdominals to tip the pelvis towards the hips. And then you slowly reverse that, rolling back to a neutral position. Beautiful. So pelvis tips, you roll up, and then you roll back down. Now this last one I want you to hold at the top. And I just want you to start to squeeze the block. Go a little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. As you squeeze the block, soften across the chest. Feel the ribs hug in and soften down. So you're still really active through the abdominals. Your sits bones are squeezing towards each other, and your pelvic floor is drawing up with every exhale. 8, 6, 4. Hold the squeeze on the block, let your left hip dip down, and then press it right back up. Switch your right hip dip, and right hip press. Pick it up, go left, lift, right, lift. It's a little twist. And then a squeeze of the glute to lift the pelvis back to neutral. Beautiful. So you're just getting this little rotation through the spine, little rotation through the pelvis. You have 4 more. Go. 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold this one up. Take the block out from between your thighs and press it up towards the ceiling between the palms. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Keep your seat down, and again, breathe in, squeeze in the block. As you exhale, you're going to reach the block back towards the wall behind you, and as you inhale, you're going to allow it to float overhead. Keep going. It's exhale back, and inhale, lift. As you take the block back, I want you to really actively squeeze it, and I want you to notice if your rib cage starts to flare open here. Really use your exhale to draw the ribs in and down, and feel the sides of the waist wrapping in towards center. So already activating the core in a really gentle way so that we're ready to get even deeper into some curls. 2 more. It's inhale up and exhale back. Last one, inhale up. Now you're going to hold this back. I want you to soften your shoulders. Again, soften your ribs and just squeeze the block. Go a little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. So you're getting a little firing through the shoulders and through the biceps. And most importantly, I want you to really feel your sits bones squeezing in, your hip points drawing towards each other, and your low belly and rib cage wrapping in and down. You're here for 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, block back overhead. Bring the block back between your thighs. The block back, there it is. Take an inhale, reaching the fingertips up. As you exhale, squeeze the block and put the legs up to a tabletop position. Yes. So knees are over the hips and toes are a little bit higher than the knees. Again, I want you to squeeze the block. From here, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, let your legs reach out and down. Inhale, lift them right back up. Keep going. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Now, if you prefer to have your elbows down or your hands on your body as a little cue reminder, if you will, to keep everything hugging in, you're more than welcome to do that. What I like about having my hands up towards the ceiling is that it's a really great reminder for me to keep my collarbones nice and wide and to keep my shoulders from gripping and lifting off the mat, because I have a tendency to really grip in my shoulders here. 2 more, it's exhale down. It's inhale, lift. Last one, exhale. Inhale, now I want you to lower the legs just a few inches and start to squeeze the block in. Let's go, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. So you feel a lot of heat for the inner thighs, but I'm also hoping you feel this heat in the low belly here. So really feel between your hip points, hugging in and wrapping down. The pubic bone is drawing up towards the belly button. You're here for 8, 7, 6. Just here for 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, draw the knees back over the hips. Take the block out. Press the block into the left thigh and bring your left hand to press the block. So it's left thigh and left hand that actively press into one another. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, press even deeper, really feeling that fire, not just through the quadricep, but through the whole left side obliques. Extend the right toes up to the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, reach arm and leg out. 2, 3, 4. Right leg reach in. 2, 3, 4. As you reach the limbs away from each other, I want you to actively press left thigh and the left hand into the block. 2 more, reach. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3. Last one, reach 4, 3. You're gonna hold that reach. Bring the right hand back behind the head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl and twist. And inhale, unwind. Right armpit reaches toward left hip. 2 more, you exhale, curl. You inhale, unwind. Now I want you to hold that curl up. Press left hand and left thigh into the block. It's little twists, go little up, little up, little up. So my right bottom rib and my left hip bone are actively reaching towards each other. 8. You're here for 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, head back down. Knees come back to tabletop. Block comes to the right thigh. Right hand presses the block into the right thigh. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, feel the right side body hug in and hug down towards the mat. Left arm reaches up. Left leg extends. Inhale. Exhale, reach. 2, 3, 4. Inhale in. 2, 3, 4. So again, as everything reaches, really actively feel that press of the block into your thigh, into your hand. It's reach. 2, 3, 4. Inhale in. 2. Now you're gonna reach arm and leg for 4, 3. You're gonna hold that reach. Left hand comes behind the head. Big breath. Exhale, curl, twist it up. Inhale, unwind. 3 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Yes. Feel the left bottom rib. Reach for the right hip. Now you're gonna hold that curl. Press right leg, right hand into the block. Go little twist, little curl, little curl. Yes, you take it. Little up, little up. Just 8 more. We're here for 8. We're here for 6. Yes, curl higher. 4, 3, 2. Everything back to center. Head to the mat. Reach the block overhead. Squeeze it between your palms. Option to glue the legs together. Inhale. Just as you started, you lower the legs. You lift them up, but now I want you to add the block and pull it in. Yes, arms and legs reach out. Pull in. If you need more, you're gonna extend the legs straight. Yes, if you feel this in your hip flexors more than your core, I want you to keep the bend in the knees and maybe even play with turning the legs out to more of a diamond shape. 2 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, pull. Last one. Exhale, reach. Inhale, pull. Now reach arms and legs away and hold it there. If you need that extra challenge, you send the legs long. You hold it. 8, 7. Squeeze the block. Sink the low belly. And then lower the limbs. Just 1 more inch. Yes, you're here for 4, 3, 2. Hug everything in. Gently rock from side to side, releasing through the front of the hips. Take a big breath. As you exhale, you're gonna roll over your favorite shoulder to come onto the belly, bringing the block with you. I want you to extend the block out in front of you, pressing your hands to either side of it. Now take a moment here and really press all 10 toenails down into the floor. Feel your pubic bone press into the floor, and then really squeeze the block between the hands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna lift the block. You're gonna lengthen the back of the neck, and you're gonna allow the heart to lift just a few inches off the mat. Yes. So it's inhale, lower everything down, and exhale, lift. It's inhale, lower. It's exhale, lift. So the toes are staying glued to the mat for now. Now I'm sure you're wondering why we're doing this spinal work when it's a core and glutes class. 2 reasons. 1, remember that your core is really 360 degrees, right? It includes the back body here, which is an area that we tend to neglect when we're thinking about strengthening our core. 2, we're really hoping to get a little more activation for the entire posterior chain. That would be the back side of the body. Before we come into isolated seat work. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. The last one. Now you're gonna hold that lift. I want you to squeeze the block between the hands and allow both legs to float just a few inches off the mat. Now inhale, lengthen the body, and as you exhale, press your pubic bone down. The legs squeeze a little in, little in, little in. As you squeeze the legs, I want you to also squeeze the block. Yes, go squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Back of the neck is long. Tips of the ears are reaching forward. 8 more. 6 more. You're here for 4, 3, 2. You're gonna hold that squeeze. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, lift everything higher. Hold here 4. Hold here 3. Things change in 2. Gently lower the block down, but keep everything else lifted. Beautiful. Little swims with the legs. Go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Shoulders soft. Pubic bone presses down. And then inner thighs are wrapping in towards each other. So we're not arching through the low back here. If you need more, you can always add the block, lifting back into your swims. 16, 15. Now really see if you can squeeze the quadriceps and get the legs a little bit straighter as you feel the glutes activate. 8, 7. Now could you, for just these last 4, include the block lifted? Yes, it's just a hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it, inner thigh squeeze in. Maybe the block lifts as the back of the neck gets a little bit longer. Hold it here, 4, hold it here, 3, get longer, 2, press everything down to the mat. Let go of the block, press yourself back towards a child's pose, but before you get there, I want to encourage you to take a moment and just round the spine in more of this shell pose shape to counterbalance that work you just did in spinal flexion. Once you feel like you have had enough of this position, feel free to slide the hands forward to more of a child's pose. Big breath in and big breath out. Walk yourself forward to grab that block and then find a spot facing a wall. It's gonna be a little bit of a funky setup, so join me for this one. So we'll want to be, I don't know, maybe about 3 feet away from the wall. You're gonna take the block underneath your left knee. Just kidding. You're gonna take it underneath your right knee so that I'm facing you. I want you to come up right here, and I want you to press the knee into the block, tucking through the right toes. So your left knee should be hovering off of the floor here. Beautiful. Now from this position, we're gonna hinge forward to take our hands to the wall. So we're in this kind of 45-degree angle in the upper body, yeah. Left heel is gonna curl in towards our seat. So you activate the left side hamstring. Wrap the left hip bone forward and start to press the left leg little back, little back, little back, little back, yes. So all of that work you just did on the mat, I want you to apply it here. Find your front low ribs hugging in and drawing back. So just like we did when we were reaching the block overhead, we want to really challenge ourselves to keep the ribs soft and to keep the low back long. Now it's tempting to let our hips open towards the left here. Keep pulling the right hip bone back and maybe shifting a little bit more weight into your left hand. You're here for 8, 6, you're here for 4. You're gonna hold the left leg back. I want you to pull the left heel into the seat just a little bit closer, and then allow that contraction to release. Yeah, you pull it, little in, release. It's in, release. Left heel in, and then the left heel releases. Beautiful. So you're finding a lot of heat, I'm hoping, into your left side hamstring here. So the muscles that line the back side of the left leg, of the upper left leg, I should say, they insert into the base of your seat, and they give a lot of support to the pelvis, to the glutes, all of those wonderful things. They propel us forward. They do a lot, right? I'm sure you're feeling them now. Now I want you to keep going with this curl. Just let go of that release. You just curl it. In, in, in. You curl in, and in, and in. Right hip pulls back. Left thigh spins forward. You're here for 8, 6, it's 4. You're gonna hold that curl, let the left thigh bone spiral open, and then rotate it right back to parallel. So you rotate open and rotate close. Now the more you pull your left heel into your seat, the more you're gonna fire to the left side hamstring. My hips are not moving here. It's my left femur bone that rotates open and rotates close. Beautiful. It's a rotate open and rotate close. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. 3. Feeling the outer left glute fire. 2. Now you're going to hold that external rotation. Take a big breath. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your right hand down to the floor. Yes. Left hand is going to reach up towards the ceiling, giving you this really challenging balance position. Whoa. If that is too much, that left hand can always come back to the wall, okay? Extend the left leg long and still in that external rotation. So left hip is stacked over right. From here, you lower left leg down and lift it up. It's lower down and lift it up. So a lot of core work here. As you can see, my goodness, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna take my left hand to the wall for a little bit of support. My right side body is lifting up. Obliques are firing. Yes, I'm lengthening through the entire left leg. So really feeling energy out of the left heel and squeezing through the left quadricep. 2 more. It's inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. The last one. You're gonna hold that lift up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, just a small range. Go a little up and little up and little up and little up. Yes. Now if balance is a challenge for you here, I'm with you. You can always find one thing that's not moving to focus on. And please don't hesitate to use the wall if it helps you to get deeper today, okay? Yes, it's 12. 10. Go 8. Could you squeeze that left quad a little more? It's 4, 3, 2, yeah, hold it, inhale. Here's where things get a little dicey. As you exhale, I want you to sweep that left leg forward and then sweep it back. Yes, slow, controlled, and sweep it back. So I'm sweeping this left leg toward my L-shaped position. I may not get all the way there. That's okay. Yes, 2 more, sweep it forward and sweep it back. Now you're gonna hold that sweep forward. Whoo, here's where you finish. Lift the left leg up and up and up and up. Yes, it's up. I'm going down. Right side body lifts. Right shoulder is soft. Yes, you're here for 8, no holds. Here for 6, get higher. Here for 4, 3, 2, ooh, unwind yourself, beautiful. Take a child's pose. Letting the big toes come together and letting the hands walk forward. Maybe take a moment and circle the wrists here. Or rock the hips from side to side, releasing through that left glute. I'm just gonna spin myself around so that I'm still facing you. You do not have to change your direction. 1 more big breath in, and a big breath out. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Block is gonna come under your left knee, about 3 feet from your wall, just to make sure you have enough space to come to that all-fours position. Tuck those left toes, and then press your weight into the left leg so you're up on the block. Right knee is hovering off of the floor. Hinge forward, hands to the wall in front of you. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit actually. And again, really feel your shoulders soft and your abdominals engage here. Right heel curls into the seat, so you fire up the right side hamstrings. Take it, little press, little back, little back, little back. So a really small range of motion here. Just pressing the right thigh bone back, and then keeping the energy of the right heel pulling in towards your seat. So the energy of the right heel pulling in is going to keep your right hamstrings activated throughout the entire exercise. It's up to you how much you want to add that in. So you could absolutely let that curl go a little bit if you start to cramp. Just like on the first side, it's really tempting to let your hips open towards the right here. So pull the left hip bone back, press the right hip forward, and then really fight to find some softness through your shoulders and through your face. You're here for 8, 6, go 4. You're gonna hold that press back, right heel pulls into the seat. You release it back to where it started, curl it in. Release it down, yes, it's curl. Release. Now as you take these hamstring curls, notice if you're starting to arch into the low back. Really feel your pubic bone lifting up towards your bottom ribs. Feel your shoulders soft and your neck really long here. So that all of the work is in your abdominals and in your right leg. Yes, now you're welcome to stay right here with this slower pace or pick it up, go a little curl, in, in, in. So it's a lot less time to release, a lot more time contracting, in, yes. Left hip back, right hip forward. Go, 12, 10, 8. We have that external rotation, you're there in 4, 3. Hold that curl in, it's inhale, externally rotate that right leg. It's exhale, rotate, right back to parallel, yes. So you turn it out, rotate parallel. Knee opens out, knee closes in, yeah. So it's the thigh bone, the femur bone on the right leg that externally rotates and comes back to parallel. When you externally rotate your right leg, it's going to come out to more of a diamond shape. I guess I should say half of a diamond, really. You feel the outer right glute activate to pull the thigh bone open. Yes. 2 more. It's inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Now I want you to hold that open. Yes. Left hand comes down to the mat. Right hand can stay where it is for more support as you rotate the pelvis open towards me. Extend your right leg long. If you want the challenge, right hand can reach up to the sky anytime. Right leg lowers down. Lift it up. Take it down. Squeeze and lift. Now again, you really want to fight for a straight right leg here. So you're squeezing through the right quadricep. You're pressing energy out through the right heel and really feeling both the outer right glute and the outer left glute, that supporting bottom glute work. A lot of core here, left side obliques are lifting to support you. 2 more, inhale down. And exhale, lift. Last one, it's inhale down. Now I want you to hold that up, it's small range, go, little lift, little lift, little lift. Feel the bottom left side of your body really lifting up towards the ceiling here. Right hip stacks over bottom left. Shoulders soft. Yes, go 8. 6. Go 4. You're going to hold that lift, take a big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to sweep the right leg forward. As you inhale, you're going to sweep back. If you want that extra challenge, right arm comes up, it's exhale, sweep. And inhale back, yes. It's exhale, sweep. And inhale back, you know, I'm meeting my body where it is today, right? I am not on my balance today, so I'm going to keep my hand on the wall. And if that's where you are too, then join me in that modification, okay? 2 more. And in. Now here's where we sweep the leg forward, maybe not all the way to 90. Little lifts, go, little up, little up, little up. Yes, go, little lift. Whoo, my bottom left glute is on fire. I hope yours is too. Yes, it's 8, go, it's 8, no hold. Maybe right fingers lift, you're here for 4, 3, 2, yes, come off your block. Take a moment in that child's pose position just to let your left wrist relax here. Maybe rock the hips side to side. Big breath in, big breath out. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to come to high plank, bringing the block in between your thighs. Now, if this is too much on your wrist, please, please, please come to your forearm plank anytime, okay? Extend the legs, squeeze the block, go. Little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. Now this is where you finish your class before we stretch. Press down through the palms and really feel the shoulder blades spreading wide. Now plank position is really gonna work the whole body, but bring a little more focus to your glutes here. I want you to squeeze the glutes and feel them wrapping in towards center. Yes, you're here for 4, 3, 2, you're gonna hold the squeeze in the block, inhale. As you exhale, feel the low belly lift. Hips are gonna stay where they are, both knees bend towards the mat. Press back up, yes. It's inhale, bend. And exhale, squeeze the block, it's inhale, bend. And exhale, squeeze, 3 more, it's inhale. Find the glutes active. Find the core really active, last one. You're gonna hold it right there, and here's your hold, breathe. Squeeze the block, lift the belly, and go inside. You're here for 4. Class is done in 3. It's a stretch in 2. Tap the knees. Ooh, take the block out. Keep the hips high, and walk the hands forward for a puppy dog pose. Forehead melts down into the mat. Let the sits bones lift up towards the sky. And the whole front line of the body open and lengthen. Big breath in. And big breath out. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, gently walk yourself up and take a seat. Right ankle's gonna cross over left thigh for a figure 4 position. Now roll the shoulders away from the ears and lift the heart up. It might feel good to wiggle the legs from side to side. If you don't feel this, take the bottom left heel and bring it closer in towards your glute. If it's way too much, do the opposite. Walk the left leg farther away from you here. Wherever you are, I want you to find that you can keep your chest up rather than rounded. You feel this through the whole outer part of the right leg into the right hip and the right glute. Take the shape of the legs, let them fall towards the left. Anchor down through that right sit bone, reach the left fingertips high, inhale. And as you exhale, take a twist. Opening up the chest. Get a nice release for the abdominals, and then continuing to stretch through the right glutes as well. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, unwind yourself, and we'll switch sides, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Shoulders roll down the back, heart lifts up, and again, stillness is a great choice, or you can rock the hips, the legs from side to side here. You can play with how close to you that right foot is. Again, the closer it is to you, the more this is gonna get into that left glute. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Let the whole shape of your legs fall towards the right. Left sits bone anchors down, right fingertips reach up as you inhale, and as you exhale, you twist, hugging the left thigh in towards the chest. 2 big breaths here, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, unwind yourself, find a cross-legged position that feels good for you, and inhale, sweep the fingertips high. Exhale, let it go. That is your class today. I know a little something different using the block. Let me know what you thought. Let me know your feedback, your questions, any of that. I'll be back again next week with a brand new Bar with Mary class. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you're the first to know about it. Have a great day.